Hey everyone, I'm an educator from Sexual Health Victoria, and today we're talking all things period blood. We're going to have a bit of a chat about the different kinds of consistency and how much, on average, it's common to lose during a period. One of the interesting things about periods is that they look a little different for everybody. So it's totally normal for periods to come in slightly different colors, different textures, and include little stringy bits. It is the uterine lining, so it's not going to look the same as the kind of blood that we have in our veins. Some people say that it looks even a little bit like cherry jam. This is about 15 mils of blood, which is, on average, what someone might get during a light cycle. Most people will lose between 30 to 40 mils. We say that this is, on average, the amount of blood someone will lose over the course of their whole period cycle. Anything up to about 80 mils is considered a heavy flow, and anything over 80 mils, we'd recommend seeing a doctor. To help gain some perspective, here's what about 5 mils of period blood looks like on a pad. Here's what about 15 mils looks like on a pad. This is what about 30 mils looks like. People might even start to notice small clumps or clots in their period blood. This is really expected, but if someone notices anything over the size of about a 50-cent piece, we'd recommend speaking to a doctor. Now that we have a bit of a better understanding of how much different amounts look like on a pad, you can kind of do the maths yourself and figure out, on average, how much you might be losing over the course of your period. Generally, we say anything over 80 mils over an entire period counts as an abnormal amount of period blood to be losing, and so it might mean coming to a medical professional and having a chat about what it might mean for you is a good way to go. It's super important to remember that the number one measure any doctor is going to be looking for is the impact that a period is having on someone's quality of life. So at the end of the day, regardless of how much blood someone might be losing, if it's impacting their ability to stay in class or continue their work or go out with friends and do the things that they normally like to do, it is always worth talking to a medical professional so that they can give support and find a solution.